And that means in 2011 there will be a complete crop failure on planet Earth because of the conveyor belt is being diminished. It will still flow, but it will not be with that hot water which the Northern Hemisphere so badly needs in order for them to have a successful harvest. That is over. I don't know if the Gulf Stream will ever come back again, because when the new Madrid line snaps finally and water comes down from Lake Michigan and into the Mexican Gulf, there will be a desalinization of the waters, and that is the drive force of the Mexican Gulf Stream. That is the salt content in the water. That is the pump mechanism because of the high content of that salt. And when it gets up to the north, the salt is plummeting to the sea floor, and that is giving that pump effect through the conveyor belt, through the whole cycle of the ocean currents. That one is cut off now. That means that hot water is not going anywhere. And now we have a rapid cooling off. And if we also consider if a Yellowstone Park is erupting, that all the sulfur is coming up to the atmosphere, plus all the dust from the ashes, it will kill off the entire Northern Hemisphere. And there will be no photosynthesis. And it will actually be a very brownish, grayish, no sunlight sky. It will basically kind of like what the Bible says, and the sun will turn black as sackcloth, like goat's hair. That might be exactly what is meant here. Huge volcanic eruptions worldwide, and especially from a supervolcano as Yellowstone Park. If they set the Ring of Fire at blaze, if they can move it by doing this they did in the Mexican Gulf, you can be pretty sure of that there will be no photosynthesis on the Northern Hemisphere at all. And we're not talking millions dead. We're talking billions which will die because of this. Because there will be no food chain working. Plants will die. When plants die, animals die. When plants and animals die, we die. That is that simple. And now we see the oceans being killed with Corexit and oil. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? So I'm really angry, and I'm sad at the same time. I wish to save my children in Denmark. I wish to say to them that they should buy a houseboat, because floodings will too come in. Tidal waves will come in because of tectonic shifting. Land will emerge, and land will sink forever into the ocean. Gone. But back to this one from NASA, of this detonation of offshore seabed methane hydrate deposit to produce tactical strategic level tideways against littoral regions. Get out of the Mexican Gulf, please. And that goes for all of you down there, not just America, Mexico, Venezuela, and Yucatan. Get away from the coastline. Really, get away from it. This might be what they are contemplating of doing, just to kill you off and make it possible for them to go in and make a martial law. And what are they going to do on a martial law? Well, here's an example of what they could do. That's also from NASA. Sink carriers via swarm attacks. I don't know what that swarm is. Is it nano? Was it what that report I posted, which everybody said was just not true? What do we know? What do we know about what technology they are possessing? Not much. Everything is kept secret. Capture, torture American on living color on prime time under martial law. So you can sit in your living room and be scared shitless seeing your fellow man being tortured and captured and put on buses like Hitler's Germany, and like Stalin did it, and like they do in China too, on primetime TV, digital TV, so it's worldwide. Terror attacks with Konus binary bio critical infrastructure takedown, IO, IV, EMP, RF against brain. There's a guy out there who discussed with me that you cannot do anything through digital TV. Well, I think you need to go in and read about Nikola Tesla and what he knew, what was possible to do to the human mind by electromagnetic frequencies. Oh yeah, you can do a lot of serious damage. Serious cyber, collateral damage, exploitation, etc. So they're gonna torture and capture you and torture you through electromagnetic waves, which is screwing up your brain, make you suicidal, make you submissive, make you depressive, makes you maybe even angry, walking out like lemmings and fighting for nothing straight into the arms of the enemy and get slaughtered. That is what I see here on reading this. Next page, 98. You can find this PDF file down there underneath in more info. Let's put it up. Sorry. Typical scenario: takedown of US by 10 people and $10. I think they mean over 10 million. Binary bio by imported vitamins, clothing, etc. Food supply. Imported vitamins, clothing, etc. Food supply. That means America is already gone. If you don't get any of this, you will all die. But they need some of you. Some of you needs to be slaves for them. Terror bio. Example: aflatoxin. I don't know what that is. Someone please inform me of that. IW, usual plus physical against key nodes such as railroads, take down the economy. Selective anti-personnel RF MW towers. I want to say something about those towers. Water supply contamination via intercontinental UAVs, accompanied by serious cyber. We enter some very rough times. Towers, I said. When my wife and we were driving home from Texas, I was getting sick by being there. For some reason, my eyesight got blurry. I looked it up. Methane poisoning, what could be one of the culprits. I could not read what was on my iPhone. I could not read it. I can read again. I can see again normally. But those towers you see everywhere, which you all think are cell phone towers, that is not cell phone towers. There are cell phone transmitters on them, on some of them, but the rest of it, what you see on that tower, is already placed for that sidewall they're gonna put on you. And you stand no chance. Maybe, I don't even think that a tinfoil hat will help. I'm afraid. They can probably go in with these radio waves and screw up your whole body chemistry without even touching your brain. Simply just make you sick or unable to do anything. So they can just put you on the truck and put you in a FEMA camp. Those towers are also called the Gwen Towers. And they seriously need to be taken down by freedom fighters, because they are a danger. So when we were driving home from Texas back to Indiana, we were driving by these towers and they were everywhere, and we had absolutely no signal on our cell phone. No signal, but they all looked like a cell phone tower. but we had no bars. And normally, right here where I'm sitting, I have a 3G and 5 bars. But all the way home, we did not have one signal. We were very lucky if we had a signal all the way through the Midwest, up through Tornado LA. So they're using that to drive the weather systems, to create all the destruction with the tornadoes and the weather. And we have had some very bad weather and some very nasty storms, which is coming out of nowhere. They are able to administer and control the weather patterns, and they're also using HARP for it. So those towers are not cell phone towers. They are your worst enemy. It is not a soldier in front of you. It is a radio wave which is able to destroy your free will. That is what it is. It has nothing to do with cell phone towers. We had no signal. We could not even call home and say where we are. That's how bad it was. And it can't be right. You're standing 300 feet from a mast and you have no signal. Is that a cell phone tower then? I don't think so. It is not. I should have 5 bars. I should go straight through. Whoa! Signal. Nothing. So it is not a cell phone tower. No question about it. So they really did it. They did an environmental kill-off. They have killed off the jet stream. Russia is burning. Pakistan is drowning. The jet stream is divided in two now over the Asian continent. A volcano is spewing in the Mexican Gulf and sinking the ship of America, maybe triggering an earthquake of proportions, maybe triggering a volcanic eruption from Yellowstone Park, and millions of fish is washing up dead, and not even the seagulls want to eat them. It is a done deal. We can't do anything. Nothing. So just to make you look at that one again, detonation of offshore seabed methane hydrate deposits to produce tactical strategic level tidal waves against littoral regions, coastlines. And I have these 3 dates from Mama Cass, who was talking about 20th of August, 15th of September, and 11th of November this year, that something might happen. And she was shown a key stuck in the Mexican Gulf, bottomless pit. And hell is coming with it. And we're already sniffing it now. People getting sick, fish dying, Gulf Stream is dead, jet stream is disrupted, freezing weather in South America, killing off wildlife there. It is coming. Earth changes, major changes. And it is prophesied, and even Jesus said it, there will be earthquakes in various places. And then there will be a tremendous earthquake. And it's all due to the Mexican Gulf, the weakest point on planet Earth, the perfect incision right in our heart of the planet, which is now going to give a serious problem for all of us. And just take a look at this. Major activity all over the place. That's all I have to say for today. Yes, I'm still with you. I just need time with my wife. I hope you understand that. She's very important to me. I love her very much. So with that, God bless you all. I'll be back again.